What's going on, everyone? This is Frozen 2 and Stranger Things fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to another review from my Halloween marathon. This one is going to be on Freaky. Yes, the 2020 Freaky movie directed by Christopher Landon, stars Catherine Newton and Vince Vaughn. It, it tells the story of this serial killer named the Butcher, played by Vince Vaughn on the loose, and he stabs he stabs this young girl named Millie, played by Catherine Newton, with an ancient dagger, and which makes both the butcher and Millie switch bodies. Millie is inside the butcher's body, and the butcher inside Millie's body. Millie becomes his. They both have the same look, but they both like act differently. Millie has become Millie has become a serial killer now, while the butcher is an awkward teen, has is acts like an awkward teen. Millie must convince her friends that I know, I mean, the butcher like must stop the curse before it's too late in 24 hours, since after 24 hours they'll be permanently inside the body, and he must also be able to convince his friends that the butcher is actually Millie inside his body, in order to do this mission. I remember back in 2020, I hated this movie. I called it the most overrated movie in 2020. I mean, it's just that I just was not into horror movies back then. I hated horror movies back then. 2021 was when horror movies grew on me, like early 2021, with The Witch, and the Last Night in Soho, and all those in those movies. This year I've grown to become a horror fan now. But 2020 was in an era when I hate a lot of horror movies, and every time a horror movie comes out, it's like another generic horror movie. Yeah, not that I'm scared of horror movies. It's just that they're just not my cup of tea. Yeah, Freaky. I take out Freaky because Nick Hicks did, and I hate it. And yeah. So yeah, but over time, like when I started watching horror movies, like I started thinking about Freaky, and like realized that maybe Freaky isn't that bad after all. Um, yeah, maybe Freaky isn't that bad. Yeah, there are horror movies that I perhaps treated too harshly and started liking them. And well, I wasn't sure what my opinion on Freaky would be. I eventually rated a three out of five Letterboxd, since it was right in the middle, and I knew it was gonna be a pretty good, passable movie. But after rewatching Freaky and giving it a chance, I rewatched it last Monday. After rewatching Freaky, I gotta say that is actually really good. Yeah, from overrated, I now think this movie is underrated. Yeah, this movie is just great. And now let's talk about why Freaky is a really good movie. Yeah, first and foremost, I mean, sure, yes. This story has been like pretty been there, done that, with the body swapping, but I think I love that it does something like very clever with the body swapping story. Like, it doesn't repeat itself like from other movies you see. It tries to stand on its own, and it really does. And yeah, man, this movie is such a blast if you view this as its own thing and not be another generic horror movie. Yeah, you really have such a fun time with it. And yeah, I think, and this movie is actually really funny and entertaining as well. Yeah, the I mean, probably some of the funniest comedy I've seen in a horror film, especially when Vince Vaughn is inside Millie's body. It's just really hilarious. And yeah, but yeah, I know a lot of people like praised Vince Vaughn for like his performance being inside the teenage body, and yeah, he was, like what I said, he was very funny and awkward. It is weird to see an awkward a grown man playing like acting like an awkward teenager, but I guess that's the point. Although, in my opinion, the standout of this movie for me is easily Catherine Newton inside the Butcher's body. Yeah, she was the standout. Yeah, first of all, like, I love her looks. Yeah, she looks really hot. Like, wearing that red jacket, and with actual makeup on, and yeah, like, she looks so hot. Yeah, yeah, she looks so hot. Yeah, damn. Like, and seeing her kill the students is actually really fun. Yeah, and And honestly, like that teacher, that the science teacher, oh boy, he deserved it honestly, because my god, that teacher, he is so hateable, probably the worst character in the film. But I mean, it's not a negative honestly, because you get, I understand that that it was intentional, like they really wanted the science teacher to be really hateable. So yeah, so you really root for Millie to actually kill the science teacher. Yeah, I really feel bad. Yeah, the science teacher is just annoying, and I'm not sure if I'm actually not really sure if it's a flaw or stuff. I'll think about it. But yeah, the science teacher is definitely the most unlikable character in the film, and the movie does a great job of making him like really hateable. And and yeah, and I love that the butcher really wanted to stay in Millie's body. So because she asked it, because of how I guess because of how sexy she looks. So like I actually do prefer the butcher in Catherine Newton's body. Yeah, I wish one day Catherine Newton, she looks worthy to play like a serial killer villain type. Like maybe she could be in Scream, like as like Ghostface, a Ghostface in a future Scream movie or something like that. I'd love to see that. Yeah. And yeah, the kills are absolutely amazing. They're just so much fun to watch. I love blood and gore, and so I love seeing like this movie like actually have blood and gore. Yeah. So, and although like I like the friends as well. I don't love them, the supporting characters, but they're pretty okay, I guess. My favorite supporting characters would probably be like Millie's sister, which like the cop sister, which I can't forget. I keep forgetting her name for some reason. What's her name again? Charlene. Yes. Charlene is probably my favorite supporting character, and my favorite yeah. Now, do I have any criticism with the film? Honestly, yes, I do have one criticism. And that is the ending. Honestly, the ending was always the worst part of the film. Like ever since my first watch, because honestly, here's the problem with the ending. It's rushed. It's unnecessary, and they only did the ending just to extend the runtime. And yeah, it felt like it was just forcing itself, and then it ends with just the Billy killing the butcher, and it said, "Yeah, yeah, I killed," like something like that, and then and then it just ends with Millie killing the butcher, like and then like there's no conclusion to it. There's no ending. I think, and even like after like the bodies like switch back to normal, it kind of like feels the movie just starts to like rush itself. Like the writers like kind of like ran like didn't know what to do in the end. So how I would personally fix the ending is that I would like personally have I know they don't actually kill off the like how I would address it is that maybe they could have like the stab could have actually like taken place in the house and something, and then like they shouldn't have actually shot him, like and we wouldn't have thought he's dead, and then both Millie and the butcher could have actually had like went straight to fighting like inside the house, the stabbing like could have took place outside. So and then maybe like the ending could have been like Millie going back to her, seeing Millie back to her normal life, and then maybe talking about that, but like how she felt it being in the butcher's body. And yeah, that's how I would personally fix the ending. But yeah, other than that stupid ending, the other stupid lackluster ending, yeah, Freaky is such a great and underrated movie, and yeah, I love Freaky. If you hate this film, I recommend giving it a chance. Yeah, because this is such an amazing movie. I love it. And yeah, probably one of the better movies that doesn't even though it won't make the top 10. So with that said, I'm gonna give Freaky a 9 out of 10, a very high one. So yeah, that's all for my review on Freaky. What's your opinion on this movie? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, bye guys.